Hello, my name is Dr. Paris and I'm the Deputy Principal of Fremont-Elizabeth City High School. Okay, today we're going to look at implementing our program, our multimedia program using Scratch, and we're on to the part where we're going to animate. Okay, let's look at Scratch. So far, what we've done, we've built some costumes. Let's just start it off. There we go, costumes there, and did a wolf, did a pig, 3 pigs, got a space bar there, and then we designed the background, so this is for the background, and we did various backgrounds there. The title, straw, house, stick house, brick house, the moral, and then what happens if you don't follow the moral, flicking through to the end. So several ways of ending, and we can navigate. We navigate between programs, right? We navigate by having a spacebar on. If you look at the spacebar, when it receives a broadcast on, is shown. When it receives a broadcast off, it doesn't show. So in this case here, we're saying, okay, let's show it. Let's show the spacebar. Scene 1, and we're waiting for the press the button. Okay. Then once we get the button pressed, we go to scene 2, and then the spacebar is switched off. And the same happens for all the characters for navigating. Okay, we wait a second, spacebar on, wait for the spacebar to be pressed. Once it's pressed, you hide the spacebar, and then you go to scene 3, or hide the character, I should say. And the same applies to this. Oh, actually, this wolf stays everywhere. But this pig here, again, you wait, spacebar on, wait for the press, hide the character, spacebar off, and you go to the next scene. And the same with the final pig. Again, spacebar on, so you see it. Wait for the spacebar to be pressed, you hide the character, spacebar off, etc. As we've done so far to date. Okay, to start the animation, the first thing I'll do is position the characters. Now, I want the wolf at this position in the first scene. The pig there, maybe this one up here, this one down here. That's the positions I want. Okay, to position them, you have to lock them in. So when I go to the first pig, and look at the script there, I'm saying, okay, when I receive scene 2, that's when the pig comes up again, I want to go to those positions. Okay, so in the first scene, I should say the first scene, I want this character, this sprite, to go straight to this position, go to that position there. It's memorized it because if you look here, minus 2640, it's memorized it and locks in. So every time that scene starts, it's going to start there. The same with the wolf. I want the wolf there. If you look at the position there, it's changed, right? Matches the wolf's position, 150, minus 151, etc. And again, scene 1, I want the wolves to start there. So on and so forth. That goes with the code. So in scene 1, the pig goes to that position. That's where I want it. Scene 1, the wolf goes to that position. I've done this pig as well. 74.5, and I've done this pig as well. If I was to move the pig away, I'll start the game, stop it, it's coming back to the position where I told it to. Okay. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these pigs to breathe. To make the pigs breathe, I want, once it starts scene 1, I want it to go forever. Don't just stop. So we say don't stop. Okay. And we're going to change the shape of the pig. One of the good ones is you change the costume. Here it is. Change the effect. Okay. And I want to change what we call fisheye. Stretches out, comes back in. Okay, so let's click on forever. Which happens? The pig explodes. Okay. So I need to change it back. So there's this control here, clear graphic effects. There it is. It goes back to normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together, but it goes too fast. If I do this now, oops. Okay, too fast. So I want to slow it down. So what I do is make it wait. So under wait, bring it in, and I'll make it wait for a little bit more than a second's too much. So I'll put just a little bit over half a second. Okay, and then so a little bit half a second to expand out, and maybe wait a second and a bit to expand in. Okay, So we get this effect. Okay, they're expanding too much, so what I do is drop the effect down to 2 maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Look carefully. Okay, so it's breathing. I quite like that, so what I'm going to do is copy that across to the other pigs. And you can just copy it by putting it over the pig, the grey square appears, and just copy it across there. So now I can have the other pigs breathing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is look carefully. I've changed the speed there. It was 6.5. I made that 6.7, and I made this one 5.5. Okay, so now it should be breathing at different rates. Let's look at it. There you go. The breathing differently, which is a lot more realistic. Okay, if I'm going a bit fast, don't forget you can freeze the video and watch it. So you don't have to wait. You can rewind it as well. So if I go the wolf, what I'm going to do with the wolf, I'm now going to animate the tail. And now if you remember, there's 2 costumes. There's 1, 2. Okay, look carefully on the side here. You'll see it animated. Well, I want to animate it forever. So again, I use my forever loop. So if I go forever, and I'm going to switch between costumes. Switch costumes, or next costume I should say, right? And again, it's going to go too fast, right? So I need to slow it down. So what I want to do is slow it down, maybe for about a second. Leave it for a second, and let's try it now. Okay, so there's my animation of the wolf. Okay, so if I was to start the game, this is what happens at the beginning. I hit a space bar, goes to the next scene. I just might freeze there. In this particular scene, I want this to be here, pig to be there, and the wolf. In actual fact, I want the wolf to be flipped around. So I need to say, right. Okay, so I want my character there, but I also want it to point to the pig. So if I was to say, look, point direction of 90 degrees, that's fine. Minus 90 degrees, let's put that down. I don't want that. Let's go back to 90 degrees. So what I need to do is make sure that I don't spin around in a circle. I need to face the same way. So when I say point to 90, that's fine. And when I say point to minus 90, that's what I want. So in scene 2, I wanted to point to 90, but in scene 1, I wanted to point to 90, not minus 90. So scene 1 starts there, but in scene 2, I want to start somewhere else. So the start button is look carefully under motion, go to X, is changed to this location. So if I was to run it now, let's have a look. Actually, I haven't changed the pig around. I've got to change the pig's new location. In scene 2, the pig's going to be a new location now, which is the XY. There it is. And so now they're a new location. Let's just try it out. Okay, let's start in that situation. Press spacebar, and now the wolf's facing the pig. The pig's in that new position. Okay, ready for a spacebar. So it's working so far. Okay, so let's look at the position so far. If I start the game, they're in position there. If I go to the second scene, the spacebar, they're in that position, which is fine. And then the next scene, they're in the wrong position. I'll just stop it there. So in actual fact, I want to have the pig there, the wolf over here, and I might have the pig turn around on the ground. Okay. So let's have the pig switch around. So I need to have it turned. Okay, so if I was to make a point to the direction, 90 is where it's facing. If I turn it to minus 90, it's upside down. Well, so I need to turn it back to 90. And make sure it always faces the same way. Okay, so now I'll make it minus 90. Actually, I need 90, and I need minus 90. So I'll have both. So when it starts at scene 1, I want it facing 90 degrees, but in scene 2, I want it to be facing, actually not scene 3, I want it to be facing the opposite direction. Okay, that's done. And I want it in that position, so I need to get the XY coordinates, which is minus 148, minus 108, it's already picked it up. So put a position, and I'm happy with that. With the wolf in scene 3, here you go, the wolf costume, let's see what happens there. In scene 3, nothing, so we need to bring scene 3 in. So when we get scene 3 happening, or receive scene 3, okay, scene 3, the wolf facing 90 degrees, and I have it at a position, so let's look at it now. Let's run the game, spacebar to the next scene. There we go, in the right positions, spacebar, and the wolf's in the next position, and pig's still breathing, I hope. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Okay, this is the code I've added for scene 3, point the direction, that's where I'm going to start from, etc. In scene 4, I've got this code here, point that direction, etc. And the wolf, I've added the wolf scenes as well. In scene 3, be this facing that direction, that's position, face this direction, that's the new position. Okay, so if I was to play now, level good. So play, spacebar. Okay, they're breathing, facing directions, they're in the right places. Over here, and now I have to have the pig facing the wolf, so fix it up. But that's it so far. Okay, so now I've got the pig facing the right way, and we're looking good. So, spacebar, 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 and the wolf should disappear here. It hasn't, so fix it up. Okay, so I apologize this was rushed, but there's so much to fit in such a little time. Basically what we do, just to recap, I added some animation in this implementation. You can add a lot more. But basically the first thing I did was look at the pigs breathing, and here we got the situation. The pigs are breathing now. Okay, got the wolf animated. Okay, then we go to the next spacebar, and we've got the positions organised. How we want to face. So it's looking good. Go to their position, next scene. That's fine. Again, they're breathing. The wolf's animated, and they're facing the positions I want. And the same with the next scene, and then to finish off with all the players, all the characters off stage. The moral goes through the story. Well, I should say the story gets to the moral, and then what happens is the houses catch on fire. What I could do here had more animation. I could put fire flickering. I could put smoke. I could put clouds. There's a lot of things you can do, but that gives you the basic idea of what you can do with animation. Now, just one more quick thing. If I wanted to put an animation of a cloud floating across in scene 1 or scene 2, I think it was to play it in this not the scene, but not that one. In scene 3, if I want clouds floating across there, I need to do the following. I need to create a new sprite, okay, and I need to draw a cloud. So do some new clouds, okay. So I'm going to save that, and then my clouds. I then need to go across the scene here and put a position. And I want it there. Okay, so I've added the clouds and I hide it upon when the game starts. But when scene 4 it starts at that position there, I show it and then glides through to the other side. It looks like this. It's all good. So first I'll go to the next scene, and here we go. There goes the clouds gliding across. And then they disappear. Obviously should be behind the house, but that's the idea. Okay. Well, thank you for watching.